Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, guys. It's me again, Honest Dave, coming to you today with another knife review over one I really don't see a lot of real reviews on. So I decided to do this as a Christmas present to anyone who owns this knife, who hasn't really seen any reviews. Today we'll be talking about the discontinued Spyderco Embassy automatic knife. Yes, I know there's a couple of reviews on here. Well, reviews. People just talk about the knife and how they like to carry it, or, ooh, I carry this knife. I'm going to break it down as much as I can and give you a real review. Alright. Now, yes, unfortunately, like I said, this knife has been discontinued by Spyderco, along with the Citadels. So right now, I think the only automatic they have is the Autonomy. Yeah, that's about it. And I think they had one more automatic. I don't remember which one it was, though. But yes, this knife is fully automatic, which means if you do live in a state where they don't allow switchblades, I'm sorry about that, guys. You're kind of screwed. But Spyderco makes many more good knives. They got tons of them. Check them out if you haven't. But if you do live in a state where they do allow switchblades or automatic knives, however you want to call it, then there are plenty of them. There are plenty of states that do. There are, I think it's like 30 now. And to help you out, if I can, I will get me, if I can find it on the internet, I will find a list of the states. Oh, actually no, I'll just upload the Wikipedia page on switchblade and automatic knives, and in there they have a list of countries and states where you can and cannot carry or even own an automatic knife. So that'll be down there for you guys if you want it. But yeah, I'm ranting. So yes, today the Spyderco Embassy with the gray aluminum and the satin blade. Why do I say that? Well, they're about, two different colors. Silver with a satin blade and an all black knife. And they come in plain edge, half serrated, and fully serrated. And you can still find these, might I add. I found this one in Wichita. I traded my Viper 10 carbon fiber for this, because honestly I did not like the knife. Just wasn't my kind of thing. But the dude offered me this knife for that, and I thought, Spyderco, automatic, close to home, I'm in. And I have not regretted that purchase. I really do like this knife. I really do. I don't really carry automatics that much though, but I've carried this a couple of times. I gotta say, I am very happy with it. There are a couple of things I don't like so much about it. But all in all, it's a really great knife. So, let's get started with the boring stuff. The blade length is 3.125 inches. The handle length is 4.28 inches. The overall length is 7.375 inches. It is a flat blade. It is a satin blade, and the steel, which is really what I liked, is a CPM S30V. That is considered a super steel by most people in the knife community. It has a gray aluminum handle with black G10 inserts that have traction. It does have a finger choil right here and here. So it locks in your hand pretty good, and I got about average size hands, and it fits me perfectly. It has the hump and the jimping like Spyderco likes. It does have a hole here, but that's more to signify this is Spyderco. You can't use that hole to open it. It comes with a safety lock. Means when it is on, you cannot deploy it. You can also use the lock to lock it in place while it's open so that it won't close. It is a sheepfoot blade with a fake bayonet grind on it, or swedge, which means that even though the swedge looks sharpened, trust me, it is not. So you won't hurt yourself. Currently I have it in the tip down right hand carry. Well, actually no. I have it in the tip up right hand carry, but it can be switched to tip down right hand carry, or tip up left hand carry, but no tip down left hand carry. You can open this very easily with your left hand. I just feel more comfortable carrying my knife in my right hand. This is considered a tactical knife, but I don't buy that. I think it's a little small for a tactical knife myself. But then again, you know, some people consider this a very large knife. It is a little wide in your pocket. I'd say it's about an inch, maybe an inch and a half at max. The handle thickness is right under half an inch thick. And the blade thickness is 0.13 inches. It is one of the sharpest knives I've ever owned in my life. And I'm glad for that, because sharpening S30V is a bitch. Anyone who's done it knows that. And we will see what kind of paper it can cut through. Normal line paper. There we go. Does pretty good on line paper if you have it in your hand. If you don't have it bent up all like I did, it does work pretty good. We will see what you can do on very thin phone book paper. Not so good on phone book paper. Then again, that is possible because it keeps wanting to get caught up halfway through. But I do believe it does cut pretty good. And one thing a lot of people hate cutting with their knives, especially like 440 knives, cardboard. Now I have cut cardboard this before when I used it to cut boxes up for a boss, but we'll see what we can do here. It is obviously tougher, but the blade, there's no chips in the blade, and it doesn't feel that dull. That feeling duller than it was when I at least. It stayed just fine. Now I do like to carry this knife every now and then, but usually if I'm carrying a knife I prefer to carry my Spyderco Enduro. I love that knife. And I'll show you how it carries. It does carry pretty well. Some people prefer the knife not to be seen that much. Me personally, I prefer to have about this much of my knife showing. Comes out just fine. And I guess if it was a self-defense situation, yeah, this knife would do you just fine. I mean, a small knife is better than no knife. At least that's my opinion. Now, being that it's an automatic, it does come with a plunge lock. basically means the button, when it's in this case, it is plunged up against this lock, or stuck against this lock in a notch in the button. And once released, the coiled up spring right here will flip it open very fast. And that's also what keeps the knife from closing. Now let's check the blade play. No side-to-side play, and very, very, very and a very small. Can't fucking talk today. And a very small amount of up and down play. Like, not so much you're gonna really notice it, but I can clearly hear and feel it moving in there. But like I said, it is very little. Honestly, if I didn't point it out to you, you probably wouldn't even noticed it. Now, personally, I'm not a big fan of sheep foot blades, but they do have their place. They do make an excellent box cutter. Now, you're not going to be doing too much stabbing with this, although, yes, it can stab if you use enough force. But a knife like this in a tactical situation would be more used for cutting. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad knife, no, far from that. But that is my one issue. I am not a big fan of sheep foot blades. But that's my personal issue with it. I would have loved to get a Citadel, be the large or the smaller version of it, but just didn't have it. Then again, I didn't get into didn't get into Spyderco before this, so the Citadel was discontinued. But you know, hey, what are you gonna do? Now I know you're thinking to yourself, David, why are you showing me a discontinued knife? That's no fair. Well, if you go on to the Spyderco fan pages or on the Blade forums, or on possibly Instagram, or like I said, the fan pages on Facebook, there are still a lot of these for sale. Now, I've noticed most of the ones I see for sale, in fact, all the ones I've seen for sale, have been the fully serrated blades. But that's because most people don't want to get rid of these. I mean, I wouldn't even get rid of mine. I mean, unless someone offered me something crazy for it. I don't know what it'd be, but it would have to be something pretty nice for me to want to give this up. Who am I kidding? It'd probably be a Spyderco. Yeah. So if you want this thing, guys, if you want this one out of my hand, if you can, tell you what, if anyone wants this knife, anyone right now, if you're out there, you see this and you want it, at minimum, $400 for this. Now that would come with a box, or it'd have to be one hell of a trade. That is my only offers. If anyone out there is looking at this thing in my hand and saying like, I really want that, that's it. That's my rock bottom price. I'm not going a dime lower than $400. Now I'm not saying I want to sell it or I want to trade it, but when it comes to knife collecting, you got to be open to trades, guys. I mean, yeah, there's some knives you don't want to trade, like, oh, I probably won't be trading off my Gerber Mac tool anytime soon, which I got for a good price at this too. Actually, you got this for a great price. I got this for $35, new in box, and these usually go for $100 online now. That's getting sidetracked. But yes, guys, that was my review of the Spyderco Embassy fully automatic. Like I said, I will be putting a list of all the countries and states where you can and cannot own or carry this knife in the description. So don't go to the comments section and say like, is this illegal in Louisiana? Is this legal in UK? Is this legal in Argentina? It'll be down there. Go look for yourself. Alright. Now guys, I hope you enjoyed this video over the Spyderco Embassy. And I'm going to leave this to you guys. What do you want me to look at next for my next video? Do you want to see me do a review over the carbon fiber G746? Yeah, so I don't know that. I really don't carry this one too much. Good knife. it's not really my cup of tea that I like to carry. I mean, I carry it every now and then. But, I don't know. I start carrying this, I start missing my Endura. Then again, I was carrying this for a while and I started missing my Endura. But yes, do you want to see this over the Gonzo? Or, and this will be a package deal. As you all know, well, in that community most of us know this, Walmart usually puts out the Ozark Trail $3.87. The $3.87 Ozark Trail folding knives. Now this is for the 2016 line, they had 4. And I picked up all 4. Now, would you rather see a review of this Gonzo, or do you want me to talk about these 4 Ozark Trail knives? Alright guys, leave your answer in the comments section. Remember, check the description. And this has been Honest Abe signing out. Remember, be smart, stay sharp, and most of all, Merry Christmas. Bye guys.